beautiful cinch sack. The materials that you will need are an iron/an ironing board, a rotary cutter and a cutting board, a sewing machine, fabric, and a ribbon. The measurements of this project will be 10 inches by 13 inches. You can also alter the size depending on how large you want the finished product to be. When you're cutting your material for your cinch bags, you want to have the dimensions as 13 inches and 10 inches. But if you want to alter the dimensions, you want to double the size of your final product and add a whole inch, because it's going to be about a half inch folded over at ironing, and that will leave for seam allowance. When you are ironing, the size of your fabric will be folded over half an inch. The bottom of your fabric will also be folded over half an inch, and the top of your fabric will be folded over half an inch, and then again folded however thick your ribbon will be. When you're ironing, you want the two small sides, these sides, to be folded over about half an inch. So I'm gonna play it by eye, make sure it's straight. Iron over. Next, I'm going to do the other side. Then the bottom, again, about half an inch. Careful not to burn yourself. And the top, again, half an inch. And then about how wide your ribbon is going to be. So I'll say about there. It doesn't need to be perfect. You might actually want to make it a little bigger. And here, since I'm already here, I'm just going to go ahead and fold it and crease it in half. Make sure it's super straight. And there you go. When you're sewing, you want to get the closest right side stitch to your fabric as possible. I'm going to open my fabric and I'm going to sew right along here. This is going to be a tunnel for my ribbon. And when I put my foot down, I'm going to do a forward and then a back stitch and then keep going. This will secure the stitch so it doesn't come out. As you can see, I'm sewing as far to the right side as I can. Again, back stitch. And there you go. Now this is going to create a tunnel so the ribbon can go through. I'm going to fold it again, and this is going to create the bag shape. Remember, I'm not going to sew any higher than the stitch I just made. I'm going to start with the back stitch, just like I did. Again, as close to the right side as possible. Make sure the fabric is completely straight. And then, this is a little tricky. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to put the needle down and turn the fabric. This way the stitch stays straight. Same thing as I did. Back stitch and then the needle down. And when I'm getting up here, I'm very careful not to sew over top the stitch lines we made, or else the ribbon would not be able to go through. back stitch. There you go. See how I didn't sew over it? Yeah, that's very important. And the ribbon's gonna go right there. Now that we're done sewing, before we thread a ribbon through, we might want to cut some loose threads. This isn't an essential step, it just makes it look nicer. Next, it's time to thread the ribbon through. You're gonna need your ribbon, your bag, and a safety pin. Carefully, make sure not to poke yourself. Stick it through the end of the ribbon. And then, as you can see, we've created a little tunnel here. We're going to stick it through and inch it through all the way down. And all the way around to the other side. And then it should come out the edge here. There we go. Then you're going to pull it through till it's about even. And you can take this off. Make sure the ribbon's straight. And then carefully, not too close, you're going to tie a quick knot here. Then you can cut off some of the excess. And there you go. Super simple and easy to make. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.